expect to be fighting for the podium.
So with that, let's take a look at our start.
He said we expect to be fighting for the podium.
10,
I haven't done a run longer than 13 laps, I think.
With a lap time of 27.244 seconds.
I didn't even look. Did a lot of people not qualify?
Front row. Seems to be a battle between these two guys.
I want to say something like 4 or 5.
Talladega just
Gotcha.
reaches. It's Brian McCann, 64 thousandths of a second shy, starts second. Row number 2, it's the 4 of Jaden Hopp, was strong last week as well. Brandon Mefford will start in P4. 5th goes to the 2 of Neil Quick. Jason Nilgis still in that championship hunt. He'll start 6th. Mike McDonald in the 16. He rolls from P7.
Back,
Bill Tyndall in the number 62 machine. He'll start from the 8th position. Starting 9th is Doug Wysocki. 10th goes to Mike Cook in the 00. Tim Schofield in the number 12 starts 11th. Adam Johnson will start.
What's the caution lap?
Starting 13th, Rick Kelly. Larry Bruner rolling
35, I believe.
Wally in the
Okay.
51 will start 15th. Trevor Quick 16th. 17th starters John.
Definitely got to save tires for the end on this one.
19th. Josh Braley starts 20th. 21st goes to Cook Quick. And last but not least, especially in our hearts, it's the 81.
All right, man.
Joshua Funkhauser starting 22nd on the grid here today. Field starting to roll through. I guess you'd call it turns 1 and 2. Reconfiguration has got everybody screwed up, and I promise you, I will mess up where these cars are on this track a lot here tonight. As many races I've called here, I still, for whatever reason, since the reconfiguration of this place, haven't been able to get it right. But as it is, pace car down pit lane, the field working through turn 3. A long ways to go back to start-finish before we get under green flag conditions. They're going to hold it down 2 by 2. They're in the restart zone. The flag waves, and we're racing from Phoenix Raceway.
Stay high. Stay high. Still there? Hold your line. Stay high. There's the car on the low side. Stay high.
First lap in the books. Aaron Smith out in front. It's short word.
Still there? Hold your line.
Got Brian McCann, Jaden Hopp battling for the second spot in behind.
Still
This
there.
is making me concentrate.
In the stream chat here, it says
Good job, man.
he wasn't
You're in
sure, so he had to look it up. Looks like Al Unser.
Clear low, clear
That
low.
was a quick count. No internal auditor by KPMG. Battle for the race lead. Brian McCann working to the outside of Aaron Smith. Jaden Hopp closing into the back bumper of the 70. Don't let it fool you. We know Brian McCann is quick, and Aaron Smith likely just taking care of his stuff. You can't win the race this early on. 3 laps in, out of 150 to be run here at Phoenix. Jaden Hopp having some connection issues. Being in and out periodically, that could be a problem. And McCann out to about a 4, now 5/10 of a second advantage over Aaron Smith. Starting to stretch it out. You just got to wonder if he's pushing too hard too early. Tony Dean with some more trivia. Kawicki sponsor for his 88 win. I'm going to go with Xerox. Not Xerox, but Xerox. Big battle for the 3rd spot. Brandon Mefford all over Jaden Hopp like a cheap suit. Gets to the inside here at start finish.
I don't think that was a good turn there.
Still alongside Jaden Hopp for the 3rd position. Big wiggle.
Really having to go easy on the throttle off.
With Brandon Mefford in the 4th spot. Again, he was alongside Jaden Hopp for 3rd just a moment ago. Has to check up here. Tucks back in behind. Maybe a regroup of sorts.
Yeah, that felt better.
They're watching this battle for the third spot. Mefford taking a different lane than Jaden Hopp. Cody Dean back with some more trivia, asking what steakhouse sponsored Kawicki prior to that. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm just going to guess. And I don't even know if it's right, but I'm going to go with Outback. Really is just a guess. Ryan McCann still out in front here, 6.5 tenths ahead of Aaron Smith. No real challenger at this point. Check some other battles through the field. Cook Quick back to the 18th position. He's up 3 spots from where he started here today. Chris Wally running in the 17th position. He's down a couple from the start. Not uncommon for Chris. He'll work his way back through the field. Likes to take care of his equipment early on. Making a move to the inside on John Osborne. Almost gets into the 12 of Timmy Schofield. Has to check up considerably, but still maintains the position ahead of the 44. Real quick, running in the 5th position, right where he started. Again, speaking of guys that are good at taking care of their stuff, this Gen 4 car, it seems like it's right in the wheelhouse of Neil Quick. You've seen him in high horsepower stock cars in the past, able to keep tires underneath it, be there at the end. We'll see if that plays out here at Phoenix as well. Brandon Boston says Chris Ruth. A little dyslexia for Brandon Boston here tonight. It's Ruth Chris, but I don't know if that's the same one. I think Cody Dean's got the Quincy's there as far as the steakhouse goes. This is, again, the old sponsor, Alan Kawicki, who got his first win here at Phoenix Raceway. Drivers already starting to lose the rear end of the race car on corner exit. Not a surprise, though. Again, these Gen 4 Cup cars with horsepower to spare. Really got to be careful on throttle as Neil Quick starting to close in here on the 83. Quick taking a look to the inside. Still watching this battle for the 4th spot. Brandon Mefford's got it for now, but Neil Quick seems to be a little bit faster. Applying the pressure, making a look to
I guess it's my right rear limiting me.
Turn 1, there's the first mistake of the day. Side by side. And now we'll get into turn number 3. Quick goes to the bottom. I think he'll get clear of the 83 here in the next couple of corners.
That's a little too much.
Cody Dean asking what state Kawicki held from. I'm going to say it's the same as Matt Kenseth. It's Wisconsin. Neil Quick takes over the 4th spot with ease. We followed that battle live. We'll see if Quick can reel in P3 Jaden Hopp.
I'm definitely overdriving it.
Stay low. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear.
Dang it.
Brandon Mefford lost the spot to Neil Quick, but he's still not losing a whole lot of ground. It remains about a car length, maybe less, off the back bumper of the two. You got to wonder, Neil Quick got his tires a little bit too hot trying to get that pass complete as Mefford started to close back in. Brian McCann still out in front here above Aaron Smith, but that deficit is
Damn, I was
less than
spinning out that entire
he's the fifth.
straightaway.
Becoming
Spinning tires.
20 laps in here at Phoenix. McCann's going to have to find a way to work his way around this.
I don't want to pass him here.
Outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side.
I can't get on the throttle down here.
Stay low.
Lindsay,
Still
if you're
there.
watching the stream, we do broadcast in 1440p, which is a significantly higher resolution than we had in the past. Maybe drop your,
All clear,
your
all
quality
clear.
down to 720 or even maybe 1080. See if that helps speed things up in the stream chat here. We are on a longer delay as far as that goes, just for the sake of the better resolution. Cody Dean with some more trivia in the stream chat says, who bought Alan Kowicki Racing after the 1993 tragedy? Bonus points if you know who managed the team in the interim and arranged the sale. That one I cannot answer, but I can tell you Corey LaJoie's team works out of that building still, so that's a plus. Top three under a blanket here, back to start finish. It's McCann, Smith, and Hop. Neil Quick is starting to close in, but a big wiggle out of the two there through the dog leg. Mefford's still hot on the trail of Neil Quick, though. He is not giving up. Less than a car length. Now about a car length into the corner. We'll see if he gains on exit.
Whoa! Hold on! Those rivers are scorching.
Still out front. Could be anybody's lead here at any moment in time.
Damn, I can't even. I think you got to run the straightaway half.
Can definitely driving it in deep. Which is going to allow Aaron Smith to get back to the gas to tick sooner. Does close the gap on corner exit.
Yeah, they're definitely faster than me right now.
Now we ride on board with second place, Aaron Smith.
They got plenty of laps to pass me, and I can't defend this the entire time.
Already 27 laps in. Aaron Smith's last lap of 28.89.
Lap 35.
Quicker than leader Brian McCann, but nowhere to get around.
Is anybody ripping that top side yet? This thing is a handful.
Three unchanged here, 28 laps in. It's McCann, Smith, Hop. Really top four, top five unchanged. Mefford runs fourth now and gets the spot back from Neil Quick. quickly change.
Oh my God.
Is the leader,
It
Brian.
lost traction on the straightaway.
Side.
Currently leads this
Still
race.
there.
Aaron Smith
Clear low.
running at
Clear low.
P2, but hot on the trail up front.
That's crazy.
Keep watching this because Aaron's a little bit faster, and McCann gets a piece of the wall on corner entry to turn 3, slides up the racetrack. He's going to lose a couple of spots. The 3 back to P3. Aaron Smith's going to pick up the race lead here at lap 30. Don't know if McCann was looking in his mirror watching the 70 or if he just got a little too high up the racetrack. Very common issue, especially with this body style. Whether it's the ARCA car or the Gen 4, if you get a piece of the outside wall in the straightaway, because that right rear is built to kind of hang out, create all that side force, it does kind of nose the right front of the car into the safer barrier. When you get the right rear into it, it's kind of like a wall magnet. You can get stuck on it. It's difficult to get out. Almost seemed like McCann wasn't able to get out until they got to the corner where it does kind of jut back outward again. McCann's going to be okay here. Maybe some right front damage, little scrapes, nothing crazy. Right side is banged up pretty good. It's going to hurt his face too much.
Damn. Ain't no way this car drove like this.
Just a few laps shy of the stage break. Should be coming at lap 35. We get one stage break here in the IROC Challenge Series. Aaron Smith still out in front of Jaden Hopp. No Kevin Winker tonight. Missing out on Winker Nation here in the stream chat. Lap 35 goes up. Aaron Smith with the race lead.
I can't even get wide open where I need to. Uh-oh.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Aaron Smith well in command here, almost a half
Right,
second
man,
back to
caution
the
is
4
out,
of
caution is
Hopp.
out. Line up single
Works on
file.
to turn
Your
number
road is
4.
closed. Exit on 4. Car.
Take the stage win.
It's one set of tires destroyed that I got to run another 36 laps.
So Aaron Smith, Jaden Hopp, Brian McCann, Brandon Meffert, Neil Quick, Bill Tyndall, Mike Cook, Jason Niles, Doug Weiss.
What are you thinking?
McDonald, the top 10 at the stage.
I'm thinking we need to have more tires.
I think so too. That's such a huge advantage. I can't believe how much we fell off.
The weather here at the Speedway, 86 degrees, the ambient temp. Track temp down to 109. It's still dropping, which is a good sign for these drivers. Just about everybody's going to peel off pit lane here, lead lap cars. Aaron Smith's going to pull Jaden Hopp, Brian McCann, Meffert, Quick, Tyndall, Cook, Niles, Wysocki, McDonald, and so on and so on.
What are you doing?
Fuel only.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Very unique pit lane here, kind of follows the contour of the race course, which doesn't sound that strange considering most tracks kind of do the same, but it works.
Hell, the tires ain't even really
All
that
right,
bad.
that's it. Go.
You don't typically see that in the track that's a mile in length or more.
Line up
80,
single file.
81.
With it in a place like Martinsville. And
I'm just slow then. I'm 85, 89.
Smith down and away. Fuel only, it looks like, for Aaron Smith. He's going to be out first, I believe.
I was expecting to see some like 60s or 50s. That's what it felt like.
So with that, we're going to jump out, get a quick break out of the way. We'll be back with a restart after this.
I met Marcos Garza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need.
Yeah, but it's hard to get checkers.
And that's what Marcos is, and that's pretty.
If you've worn your tires out.
Law firm. Let us help.
Past the 83, past the...
How bad is it to lose the track position and top off again? I don't think there's any benefit to topping off.
No, you can make it.
Without a top off?
Yeah, you just got to go 36. $36, $37.
Gotcha. I think when we got the yellow, I had 5 laps left or something.
That's assuming I typed those numbers in right.
All right, man, we're going green next time by. All right, man, line up on the inside row.
$37 laps.
Definitely got to take tires next time and then
Get ready.
the next 2 times.
Back at Phoenix Raceway, getting ready for the restart.
All right, man, the pace car is in.
Aaron Smith's going to lead him down. Jaden Hopp will start to the outside. He'll have Brian McCann out the rear view. Pace car is going to pull off here now.
What's the tire spin going to be like off of this start?
Off on a turn 2. You have this whole backstretch to work its way all the way to the restart zone. Kind of got to be careful to maintain pace car speed, keep formed up 2 by 2, not fire
Green
too
flag,
early.
green flag. Outside. You're clear high, clear high.
Just like that, green flag back in the air. Aaron Smith with a great jump over McCann and Hopp. Hopp stays up on the racetrack. McCann and Smith go shortcut down the dog leg.
Someone's out. Smoke the wall.
From the 3. Brandon Bedford in the 4 spot.
Reckon.
All right, man, caution is out, caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Well, he's gone 1.
We got trouble. Jason Nilgis in the fence.
I don't know why you can't hear Earl. Can you hear me?
10-4. Race control finds out on the 16. He will be issued to you.
Your radio connection. Check the one on your headset, on your headboard actually, on your left-hand side, on your headrest. 1, 2, loud and clear. You got a good copy?
Jason Nilgis puts us under our first caution for cause here today. On the restart after the stage. Let's take a look at it, see what happened to the 88. Got on the brakes a little sooner than the 16 of McDonald had anticipated, sends Jason up the racetrack. Not very significant contact with the safer barrier, but enough to get us under the yellow flag once again.
Car 23. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
Speed come down here and top off. Trying to get a little bit of repair made here to that right rear. There's minimal, if any. I don't see anything really wrong with it, so
let the
be too long of a stop for the 88 to get back out in the mix.
Came out.
Remember, coming into tonight, Nile just kind of on the bubble there in the 17th position in points. Needs to get by Rick Kelly. Gonna need some points to get it done here if he wants to transfer into the next round. Which, if I'm honest, and I'll tell you guys right now,
It gave me a black flag for
Rick Kelly's not here tonight.
At the back of the field.
So it appears that Niall just needs to finish this one out cleanly. You can gain enough
Your road is
points.
closed.
Kelly, you
I want
can
to take the outside.
get into that transfer position in the points. Move his way
The outside?
get challenged next week.
Why?
Oh, Jaden
Haven't
did
tried
beat.
it yet.
Jaden did beat me on that outside line going into one here.
Nashville Super
Yeah, you have to
Speedway
put me
here
on
on
my place
HBR
like that,
TV,
man.
the 1 1/3 mile oval.
Aaron,
120 laps the race distance. Niall just is going to rejoin here in the 16th position after
Mike, did it clear
being
it?
the cause for that second caution.
Well, I definitely didn't
sure
wear my
did.
tires out
Thank you.
because I was 80-81, so
Assuming he may have sustained some
I just gotta
that
be
impact.
easier on the throttle. Drop the front like I was, but just be easier on the throttle.
All right, man, we're going green.
Those of you
next
out there
time
watching
by.
the stream,
All right,
help
man,
us
line
out,
up on
whether
the
it's on
inside row.
IROC TV or the HBR TV YouTube channel. We do multi-stream to both
This
platforms.
is gonna screw us,
Make sure you hit that
me and
link
Jaden. I think that outside line's gonna do pretty good here.
channel. It helps the league.
You're coming through.
And maybe
all
just for
broken
grins,
up
if you're watching
in,
it over on
race
IROC
set.
TV, why don't you jump over to HBR TV just for a moment? It's the same feed, but give us a like too. Share the wealth.
His wife put him in a barrel.
Ready.
He's good. 10-4.
The pace car is in.
Pace car lights are out, so we should get the green flag this time by. Pace car is going to duck down pit lane. And again, the exit of turn 2 is where that pit lane begins.
Green flag, green flag. Got one outside.
Spent way up the racetrack.
You're clear high, clear high.
Choosing the outside for the restart. He's in the
Still
throttle.
there, hold your line.
Hey, Mox, how's it going?
Phoenix. Brian McCann shortcuts the dog leg again. It's hard to
Stay
say
low.
if it's really.
That outside line's gonna rip.
Some guys do it, some guys
All
don't.
clear, all clear.
Nevertheless,
He mistakenly went into the wall though.
Aaron Smith,
Outside.
Tom, Brandon Mefford, and Will Tyndall now into the
Still there.
fourth spot.
Hold your line.
Ahead of Brian McCann. McCann to
clear
the
high,
inside.
clear high.
Tyndall loose on entry. Slides up the racetrack though. Keeps it out of the fence and out of traffic. He's going to lose the spot, I think, here to Brian McCann. McCann drops it way down once again, shortcutting that dog leg.
You
I
got
wonder
one
if
inside.
nothing else, is that saving fuel?
Stay high. Still there, hold your line.
He spun
all
out.
Clear, all clear. Good job, man. You're
Tyndall
up
trying to
fourth.
go back on the
All right,
attack.
man,
Looks
caution is
down
out.
low.
Caution
Good thing
is
he
out.
didn't spit out
Line
my
up, single
direction.
file. Pit road is closed. Catch the
Oh, he's loose.
83
Really
car.
loose. Tyndall's
Mox, you taught me everything, but I don't think I'm gonna get a victory here.
piece of the inside wall, and the caution is out once again.
I'm real fast on the short run, so if we get like a late stage caution, I got new tires, I might would win, but that's a long shot. I did not practice a long run, so
Pace car coming out of the dog
I'm in
leg.
fourth.
Lindsay in the stream chat says, I switched, now I can see the other comments.
He dang right he's
Pit road is
slick.
now open.
You can watch comments on both
Put a bungee cord on it.
stream chats.
Sort of reminds me
We're using the restream here. But yeah, sometimes you
reminds me of those electric
jump
kid car toys,
and see what's going on.
the little Jeeps and Barbies and whatever.
On the platform.
Imagine that on a tarp soaked in water. How slick that would be.
Number 3, let's take a look at it. Saw it live.
And plastic
No comment.
wheels. Soapy water.
62 at Tyndall down in the bottom lane there alongside Brian McCann. I don't think this was aero related. They weren't super close to each other, but the rear end of that 62 starts to come around.
And once they get heated up out here, It's tough on the straightaway.
Not a whole lot you can do at this point. You can try to throttle up and hope for the best, but it just doesn't work out. He does get it to bite, thankfully. Keeps it out of the inside safer barrier, but overcorrects. And it looks like he does kiss the inside wall here just a bit, or does he get...
Almost like I need a stiffer throttle.
Penalty for entering a closed pit is just the end of the longest line, right?
No, he should be able to get that fixed and get right back out.
I would not do a closed pit entry, no. I think that's on the green. Serve on the green.
Gotcha.
Was that the banana peel that came out of McCann's car? Playing Mario Kart over here. McCann's throwing banana peels.
What were you thinking?
Topping off and hoping for cautions to make it on one stop. But it probably wasn't going to work out anyway. It'd have to be a long... it'd have to be an extremely long run on this set of tires.
Yeah, maybe around... I'm mathing in my head right now. Lap 70?
Right,
that
man,
might come into effect.
All right, man. Line up on the outside row now.
Yeah, 70. That's your target. If you can save from 70, because that's 40 and 40, you get some caution flags in there and you'll be able to make it one stop.
Yeah, there'd have to be a lot of cautions to make it on one from here.
Get ready.
But we're on a good pace for it.
All right, man. The pace car is in.
Cody in the stream chat says, all these people miss trivia with Uncle Cody? Well, they heard it because I repeated it on the air, so I don't think they missed it completely. But with that said, we're going back racing. Pace car is down. Got to work the backstretch here and get to the restart zone in turns 3 and 4.
Green, green, green. Got one inside. Still there.
I was spinning tires at the end of that straightaway.
Time. Just about as soon as he got there, he went for it. Back in the gas, back racing. Phoenix.
Stay high. There's the car on the low side.
A lot of dive bombers back here.
Of Hop for the second spot. Ryan McCann running fourth with Chris Wally already up into the 5th position, up 10 spots on the day.
Oh, 4 wide don't work here. Didn't bring the caution out.
All right, man.
Oh, there it is.
Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Good grief. I'll take that one too. I wasn't expecting him to check up.
And we got trouble, Matt Kopp. 22, slow on the racetrack. Caution number 4.
Car going into 1.
Happened here to the 22.
Number 16, can you
road is now open.
Some contact just ahead of them. Let's back it up a little bit. I want to see what this looks like from on board the 22. Maybe he checked up, seeing the 5 and I think the 88 coming together. We'll go driver's eye here and slow it way down. Just ahead in the middle car there in the frame is the 5 to the left, the white and red and blue. It's the 88.
A lot of people going in this time. That's a lot of track position.
Coming together on corner exit. I don't know if...
How many seconds slower are you since the start of the race? Or have you had a chance to see it?
What was qualifying? Do you remember that?
Look at it here.
Because I don't remember.
Pit road is closed.
Or 27.2 for you? Or 27.3?
He's got.
But it was the 27th, so yeah, I'm running 28 and a half now, so
okay. Yeah,
over a second.
62.
Yeah.
Say.
So there's going to be some
gets into the back of Kopp.
Pretty quick cars if they all took tires.
A ride down into the safer barriers.
Oh yeah, somebody had tires here. They'll just blow by us.
So,
it's not good.
How do you know on Race Labs if they took tires? I can see that they're out lap or how many laps they've run,
dangerously,
but I don't know if they necessarily took tires. Can you see that?
Quick gets by.
No, it doesn't tell you definitively. You look at the time in pits. I don't have that enabled in mine, but you can put the time that they, pitted, and you can see
what's happening here.
What is it, like 13, 14 seconds for tires and much less for fuel.
Yellow after yellow.
Looks like 6 guys went in.
With that, we're going to jump out, take another short break. We'll be back after this.
I met Marcos Garza when
Yeah,
The only thing I can see
All right,
is
man, we're going green
um,
next
St.
time
Jude
by.
Children's
when they
All right,
pit
man.
it.
Hospital.
Right up
We
on the
needed
outside road
sponsors
now.
to help
All right,
us
man.
raise
Oh, no, wait, I
Like it
have
back
time
on
in
the
my
safe
relative
road. We're not
screen.
going green this
I
time.
would
We are
describe
not going
Marcos
green.
and his team
All right, man.
as
So it looks
Like
like
it back on the safe road.
11th.
We're not going green this
And
time. We are
But I
not
can't
going
scroll, so I can't see the guys who went in.
Generous.
Oh, you don't have a lot of cars up.
You need somebody that
No, I can only see a limited set.
Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this.
But everybody I'm looking at was in the 44s to 45, but we only took fuel, so that's a short pit there.
Yeah.
You would look at more for tires.
I have a feeling there's going to be some tires this time. Pushing through the field here. Otherwise, I don't think they had any reason to stop yet.
All right, man, we're going green next time by.
1 to green, guys.
Is Aaron the leader? Aaron is the leader. All right.
Someone get the towel, my back's sweating.
You gave me a black flag again.
Get ready. All right, man. The pace car is in.
Car in pit lane once again, getting ready to go back.
Oh,
Green flag.
I'm blinking.
You're blinking.
Caution of
Yeah.
the afternoon. Aaron Smith, Jaden Hopp.
Green, green, green. You're
Brian
in third
McCann,
place.
Brandon.
You disappeared
All
for
right,
like
man. Good job. You're now the leader. Inside.
the whole
Yeah.
green flag till after the dog leg.
From the running order. Jaden Hopp looking strong there behind.
Yeah, Mike. Whoa.
Cheering on Jaden and Aaron, P1 and P2. Been a common theme here as of late, seeing that 4 car up towards the front with Aaron Smith leading. Jaden Hopp losing a spot to William Tyndall. Tyndall in the number 62. Remember earlier, he was part of one of our cautions. He lost it trying to pass Brian McCann all by himself.
Is that guy on new tires or not?
Good job brake roping his battle back. Now he goes to the race lead here, lap 63.
You got one inside. Clear low, clear low.
Wow. Gotta remember, can't do that.
Tyndall still with the lead here, unable to really put a gap on the 70 of Aaron Smith at this point. Might just be a tire advantage for the 62 machine. I'm not sure when he made that pit stop. His most recent stop, though, lap 54, was fuel only for the 62.
He's stuck in that wall.
Battle for the second spot, Jaden Hopp, Aaron Smith.
Having a lift.
To the outside of the 70. Jaden thinking, well, maybe I've got something for Tyndall here. I'm going to make my way around Aaron Smith, take the second spot, set my sights on the 62. Aaron thought about battling back, but not aggressively. Checks up just a bit into turn one. Cars still on the lead lap. Cook Quick, the last on the lead lap, back in the 17th position. Cook gets a piece of the wall on corner exit. Pretty big piece too. Right front damage on the 23 machine. Mike McDonald back in 18th. He's the first.
About the 10th time I've done that.
For a lucky dog if the caution were to come out, but I think the 16's actually 2 laps down at this stage of the race. Back out front, 62 of William Tyndall starting to stretch it out here. 3/4 second advantage over Jaden Hopp. Again, tires likely making the biggest difference here, at least at the present time. I actually hear Tyndall saving some fuel middle of the corner. Let's ride on board and listen. Clutch all the way in. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call the lift and coast method. Great way to try and save a little bit of fuel. Effectively, you lift out of the throttle, push the clutch in, and you carry the car a little bit deeper into the braking zone than you normally would just because you're not on throttle quite as long. You can do this and actually maintain the same lap times as if you're not saving fuel, if you do it right. It's a skill that needs to be learned. If you get good at it, it'll certainly help you win some races. Right on board with Aaron Smith, see if he's doing the same thing. You get into Cook Quick here, lap traffic, the 23 up.
You screwed my undercut up that both cars did. Trying to do that line that I was doing before.
Smith not saving fuel at this point.
Inside. Clear low, clear low.
But he's messing that up, so I can't do it. We have to go back.
Tyndall was saving fuel, and he was starting to back up to the 4 of Jaden Hopp. I think Tyndall's decided I better put the power back down because he wasn't able to run away from the 4 at all. Both Hopp and Smith closed the gap considerably during that time that the 62 was trying to save some fuel. Ryan McCann still back in P4. Brandon Mefford, car length and a half off the back bumper of the 3.
Just a little tap, let the wall know you're there.
6th. Again, don't count out the 2 yet. This one's far from over as we're just about halfway here from Phoenix Raceway. Tyndall across the line, lap 75 of 150 up on the board. As Jaden Hopp starts to close in, we're going to take an HBR TV side-by-side break. Won't miss a second of the action. We'll be right back.
That's not good.
I met Marcos Garza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares
All right,
about
we're
you.
halfway
And that's
to
what
the finish.
Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Got one outside. You're clear high, clear high.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
That's it, go! Be mindful, you only have one set of tires remaining. Outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. Stay low. Still there. You're clear high, clear high. Outside. You're clear high, clear high. Outside. Stay low. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 5.1 seconds. All clear, all clear. Outside. Still there. All clear, all clear. Got one outside. All clear, all clear.
High to you, Brian. I'll stay high.
Got one outside. All clear, all clear. Outside. Still there? Hold your line. You're clear high, clear high.
Back at Phoenix Raceway, 82 laps in. Brian McCann has made a pit stop during the break. Looks like he did take fuel and 4 tires. A 14.6 second stop for the 3. He was a lap down briefly, but quickly. No, he is still 1 lap down in the 16th position. So he'd be the first car to get that lucky dog if the caution comes out. But he's going to be on some serious pace here with the fresher tires. Brian McCann's last lap at 27.85, over a second faster than race leader William Tyndall with the older set of tires on board. Aaron Smith running a 28.79. McCann again at 27.82. Tyndall still trying to save some fuel as well, trying to stretch this as late and long as he can.
Got one outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. You're clear high, clear high. Got one inside. Still there. Clear low, clear low.
Fitting this time.
William Tyndall still with the race
one
lead. Aaron
outside.
Smith runs in the second spot.
Still
Jaden
there.
Hopp still
Hold your
hot
line.
on the trails.
All clear,
Just a
all
car
clear.
length, maybe a car length and a half off the back bumper of the 70. Brandon Mefford, though, about 7 or 8 car lengths back in the 4th spot. Rick Kelly, I said earlier he wasn't here. I lied. He's here. He's running in the 5th position. Keeping his spot ahead of Jason Algis. in the point standings as Aaron Smith hits pit lane.
The car in front.
Brandon
pitting.
Mefford's going to come on down as well.
Hitting the
It's Aaron Smith, Brandon Mefford, Tim Schofield, Doug Wysocki, all on the pit lane at the same time.
The car in front is pitting.
Side tires going on for the Aaron Smith machine. To no one's surprise, I think it's about time. We're past halfway. I don't know that he's taken tires at all in this first half of this race. He's down and away with 4 fresh feel goods. Back in the action goes Aaron Smith.
Pitting. The car in front is pitting. You're in the top 10.
Jaden Hopp from the second position. He comes down for pit lane as well to get some pit work, and fresh tires likely on the 4.
Got to get around that leader.
Got one outside. All clear, all clear. Got one inside. All clear, all clear.
Again, only
The
2
car in
sets of
front is
tires
pitting.
available over the
The
wall
car
here
behind
this
is pitting.
entire season. Each race, they got a set on the car that they start with, and then 2 sets over the wall to work with.
Although spotter keeps saying he's pitting. I thought he was going to swing in there.
Tyndall still stays out in front with the race lead. Ryan McCann hot on his trail here. This will be
Outside.
for the lap back for the 3.
Still there. All clear, all clear.
Or you'd rather get on by
The car
here
in front
and
is
take
pitting.
that away the old-fashioned way, rather than rely on a lucky dog if the yellow were to come out. Looks like that McCann takes it back. Brian McCann back on the lead lap here. Now Aaron Smith runs in the 8th position, 1 lap down, but again, fresh tires for the 70.
The car behind is pitting.
Came out behind Rick Kelly. William Tyndall still out front, trying to stretch this as long as he can go here. Lap 54 was his last stop, at least for fuel. I fear that he's waiting too long, though. Again, tires so important in a place like Phoenix Raceway, especially during the day when the hot sun's beating down on this blacktop. Giving up so much.
I'm already to that point.
Last lap for Tyndall, a
14 laps in.
for Aaron Smith, a 27.
That ain't good.
6. Cutting into that lead significantly. You talk about an undercut. But then again, if I'm the 62, I guess you just almost want to ride this thing out. There's only 5 cars in the lead lap right now. Aaron Smith being the first car 1 lap down. So if we get a caution right now, Tyndall's going to be able to make his pit stop under yellow, not lose a ton of position.
I've lost it. I'm just overdriving now.
Lead lap cars will all pit together. As Smith goes around, he gets his lap back. That's going to put Jaden Hopp now in the lucky dog position.
I had the balance, but I can't find it.
Two, Tyndall stays on the racetrack again. Jaden Hopp closing in too here. He's going to get his lap back in no time soon. Then it'll be Brandon Mefford in the lucky dog position. A lot of fast guys here lap down. You got Hopp, Mefford, Quick. Wally's worked his way through the field. He's in the back of the top 10 there, but still some fast drivers here lap down, just trying to get that back through the pit cycle or just raw speed. Hopp's gotten in.
Lowered my brake bias and then full sent it.
Next is Brandon Mefford if he can get close enough.
That didn't stick either.
Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before the 62 hits pit lane here. He's getting chewed up here in a hurry by the fast cars with fresher tires. Cuts the dog leg here, lap 97. Pit stop again was at lap 54. Maybe he's trying to stretch the fuel here to make one more stop and call it a race. I'm not sure if he's got enough to do it. Still maintains the top spot over Rick Kelly. Kelly in second position.
Hell yeah, he's done caught me.
Kelly also
This ain't good.
stopped at lap 54. It was 4 tires and fuel, though, for Rick Kelly, so he's got a little bit fresher
I'm
tire.
gonna have to ride behind him and learn how to drive again.
William Tyndall. Jeff Nell up into the 3rd spot. John Osborne 4th. Brian McCann back to P5 here.
I had it for 14 laps, but man, did it drop off.
McCann made his pit stop at lap 77.
Inside. Clear low, clear low.
He throws up a thank you.
Fuel lifting up.
I mean, I did let him by.
Through the corners. I really think he's trying to push this all the way to the end here to go one more stop.
I just can't get on the throttle. I'm gonna have to let Jaden by too.
Spindle with 29.
Looks like I'm overdriving
Terrible.
entry
He actually comes down pit lane. This might be good.
based off of what they're doing.
Same lap
Inside. All right,
as
man.
Tyndall
You're
did
back in
previously.
pit. All clear, all clear.
I think that worked early on, but
Now Jeff
that
Noe
right front ain't got as much bite as it used to.
seconds back from race leader William Tyndall. Unbelievable run the 62 is having right now. He's in a good.
Yeah, I'm just overdriving it big time.
I just don't know if the benefit's going to be there as far as making it on one more stop, because your final stop is going to come right around the time that a lot of these guys that
I'm just hoping for a top 5 now.
their final run, because they can't make it all the way to the end. They're going to have to stop too.
Pit stop in the sun.
Tyndall was just trying to save a set of tires. That could be the case as well. Ken Couch in the stream chat. Great show as always. Appreciate the kind words, Ken.
All right, man. You're back in pit. You're losing
Looks
on
like
the car
Tyndall
in
may
front.
be coming to
You got
pit lane.
1.3 seconds.
Indeed he is. Hope he got her woe down. It seemed like he was awful quick on pit entry.
It's
Here at the top spot here momentarily.
uncontrollable on the balance point.
Down pit lane. I think this is going to cycle Aaron Smith to the point.
I can't keep it there.
At 102. Without a doubt, right sides for sure. I can't imagine it's going to be 2 tires here. It should be 4. Tires and fuel for the 62 of William Tyndall. Drops the jack down and away. 14.98 second stop. Back in the fray. So he's going to be out there a little bit of a ways back, but he's going to have a lot more pace because he's kind of off cycle now with the race leaders. Aaron Smith out in front. His pit stop lap 86. Tyndall came down just now, lap 102. So there's a significant amount of lap difference between the tires in these cars. They will equalize at some point, but for now, it's Aaron Smith, Jaden Hopp, Brian McCann, your top 3. Hopp right there, a couple car lengths. Half off the back bumper.
My strategy tonight did not pay off at the end of the race.
Six laps.
I got a notebook of things not to do, and I think I'm going to write this one down in it.
Side-by-side break. We'll get it out of the way. You won't miss a moment. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I met Marco Scarza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that... And that's what Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
The girls are law firm. Let us help.
Yeah, but I think they've gained too much time on me. Halfway through the tank here, we should be about even. They don't look like they're struggling like I'm struggling either. Oh, really? Well, either the drop-off is this horrendous. I just felt like I was a whole lot slower here compared to the beginning of the race. I'm trying to.
Go ahead, Jason.
Need you out here to show me how to do it. I need to enroll into the School of Aaron Smith.
Stay low, Brandon.
Yeah, there's something in this car I ain't figured out yet.
Fuck 35.
When I come back out with new tires, I just need to save that right rear best I can. I don't think it's worth it to lean on it.
Hey, can I get a meatball cleared?
All right, man. Caution is
Oh,
out.
there it
Caution
is.
out. Line up single file. Pit road
So I'm in
is closed.
third here, so we
Extra
really
point
haven't
two
lost anything.
car.
We're all going to be on equal tire now.
What the fuck? Kind of slide job there,
Pit
brother.
road is now open.
Ace cars in one.
Back at Phoenix Raceway as the caution comes out. Looks like William Tipp
Could go crazy and save this set, hoping for a late caution.
bottom of the
Yeah,
racetrack,
I'm
and it
trying
is
to figure out
indeed the
why
number
the fuck Larry Brenner hit me,
62
but I don't
was
know why.
leading here
Look it
late. He's just recently made a pit stop here, lap 102, and he finds himself in trouble here. Consider our fifth caution of the afternoon. Let's take a look what happened here at the 62.
Yeah, I just don't understand why you turned down left, man.
Me too, and I apologize if I came down on you.
No, you're good, man. I just don't know why you turned down left. That's kind of shit racing.
Contact with the 12.
Yeah, I'm taking
He said
tires.
sorry.
Pit box in 10.
I can
I've made that
apologize
mistake
2 more
one too many times.
but I
The
didn't
12
mean to. Sorry if I did.
making contact.
2, 1. Right
Can I
now.
Now
get it?
just barely
We're
getting
having
by.
Got passing under yellow because he didn't clutch up to the field.
81, 83 on the right.
Perspective here, the
All
12.
right, that's it. Go.
Tim
Let's hit the
Schofield
cars.
on top.
Make them last the rest of the race. Line up
Yeah,
single
Tyndall
file.
just slid up the
Extra
racetrack
four,
in front of him,
hard.
puts him into the wall hard. It's going to send the 12 in the path.
We can make it from here, right? I think we can.
Lyle just gets a piece of the back bumper of the 62 as he goes on by. I think he'll rub that one out, no problem.
Are we clear of meatballs now?
It'll buff out. Meanwhile, Chris Wally's going to inherit the top spot here. Some drivers pitting, some drivers opting not to. 113 laps in here at Phoenix Raceway, so varying pit strategies underway here at the Speedway.
Initial incident between the 55-35 is being deemed a racing incident.
Chris Wally, Doug Wysocki, they stay out of the track.
Was, so why are you
They
clearing
pit
the meatball, though?
respectively laps 89 and 86. Aaron Smith made his final pit stop during this caution, lap 113, took 4 tires and fuel.
I don't think he's wrong on that.
So did Brian McCann and Brandon Mefford and Neil Quick. Rick Kelly made a stop as well, but only 7.8 seconds. Likely no tires taken there. Larry Bruner.
Still getting used to this button combo here.
Bruner made his stop at 87, so he stayed out as well, it appears.
Larry is
So it certainly shakes things up here at Phoenix Raceway.
Right,
a couple of guys out in front gambling a little bit.
Line up on the inside
They're going to be
row.
off the pace, though. I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to be able to
Catch the
hold
70
off
car.
fresh tires on Aaron Smith, Jaden Hopp, Ryan McCann, Brandon Mefford, Neil Quick. Those guys are going to be
Let's
fast.
go out now.
I think it's good now. Hopefully.
Wave around cars going by the pace car puts us on the 1 to go. So next time by, we should
Get
be
ready.
green flag racing.
I'm looking for the 12 car to pass me.
All right, man. The pace car is in.
Start zone, Wally. The start zone, buddy. Catch the pace car. I will clear the black.
See the iRacing pace car pull left here. He does.
Start zone Wally. Taking us down to the green here.
To answer your question.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Next
3
car is
wide.
the leader. Outside. You're 2 wide there. Got one outside.
Just about to the Geico restart zone. Chris Wally,
Stay low.
Doug Wysocki in the front row. Green flag in the air.
Stay low. You're clear high. Clear high.
Just like that, Aaron Smith drives it down to the inside into turn number 1. He'll have the race lead on the exit of turn number 2. Wally up the racetrack. Brian McCann there on the bottom as well. Brandon
All right,
Mefford
get
alongside
back in
Jaden
second.
Hopp
Good job.
down the
The
back
next car is
straightaway.
clear.
We've got plenty of cars battling for this top spot at lap 117 at Phoenix Raceway. Aaron Smith, Brian McCann, now Brandon Mefford up into the P3 position. Wally sliding back a little bit here on older tires. Not much you can do. Don't have the grip.
He's leaning on it there. I'm back here saving. Is that not the right strategy?
And on the back bumper once again. He was a lap down early on. So was Aaron Smith. Back to the front they both are. Smith with the lead. McCann in second. Then Brandon Mefford battling with Jaden Hopp for the 3rd spot. Hopp down low. Mefford the 83. That black, white, and red machine up top. In behind both of them, it's the 2 of them.
Oh boy. That was a tough one. I need a sticky note on my steering wheel that says, don't hit that wall.
And gets a piece of the wall on entry once again.
Yeah, he ain't saving.
Ken Couch in the stream chat with a question. He says, are these Gen 4 cars or ARCA cars? Hard to tell the difference. Well, visually, they're pretty much identical.
I'll have that wall a different color before the night's over with. Actually, my car, that side might be blue.
Whole
Never mind.
horsepower.
Put some metallic on it.
Quick drops.
I got 80% metallic in this paint scheme,
Lane.
I think.
Effort into the 3rd position. Quick trying to take another spot from Jaden Hopp.
He's definitely staying off the right front more than me. He slows down a lot earlier, right before apex, because I catch him real hard.
Jaden Hopp successfully defending his position.
I tried that there and he was just too slow.
The more likely you're going to see that bumper get used by Neil Quick. top 5 have separated themselves from the rest of the field considerably, but this is the battle. Smith still out front, quarter-second advantage over Brian McCann. Bedford third. This is the battle for 4th.
I was close on that wall that time.
Jane Hop in the 4th position. Neil Quick trying to take it away.
Shoot, we still got 25 laps.
Thing of beauty, the top 5 all together here. 26, about to be 26 laps to go. Work through turns 3 and 4 here. Back to start finish.
I think I kind of got the balance right now, so hopefully I don't lose it at lap 14 again.
Nobody stepping on the line until now. Brandon Mefford taking a peek to the inside. Nothing doing on Brian McCann.
On lap 12. We'll know here in a lap and a half. I slid a little bit on straightaway there.
McCann, Brandon Mefford, Jaden Hop, Neil Quick, your top 5. Rick Kelly in 6th. Keeping a position.
It still felt good.
Niall just back at 14. Maintaining a relatively healthy points cushion back to the 88.
It's just always a surprise where it happens.
Side by side for the 4 spot. Brandon Mefford now in the high lane. The number 83 works around the outside of the 4. Jaden Hop down the back straightaway. Still 24 laps to go. This position been hot and heavy here. Contended back and forth between Mefford and Hop. Quick was trying to attack the 4 as well for a little bit. Was able to get alongside, not able to complete the pass. Now he just lies in wait, hoping that something could happen between these two. Maybe he can pick up those positions easily. Big wiggle for Brandon Mefford out of turn number 2.
This turn likes more braking.
Yeah, told you folks, it's going to be difficult for me to figure this one out. I don't know why, but this place just messes with my head as far as what corner they're in. Figure they're out of turn number 2. You would expect a straightaway there, but not the case. Or a straightaway with some grandstands for that matter. Ken Couch says Gen 4s are a blast to drive. I should have known that's what they were. Ken, I don't know if your Sundays are taken up here in the latter stages of fall. But don't forget the Noble Racing Series coming back off here pretty soon. They'll be running the Gen 4 car as well. Bring your friends. Noble Racing Series also going to be covered live here on HBR TV.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side, outside.
You watch this battle still hot and heavy between the 4 and the 83.
Stay low. You're clear high, clear high.
20 laps to go. Aaron Smith still on front, starting to stretch it out as the battle starting to wane between the 3 and the 70. William Tyndall lap down now, works his way the outside of Brian McCann. Tyndall back in the 18th spot. The drivers in pit lane, Larry Bruner being one, Chris Wally exiting. Final stops of the day for these two. They were crossing their fingers for a caution. Didn't get one. Race leader's bearing down. Brandon Mefford looks like he's completed the pass on Jaden Hopp here. Brandon Mefford's got that third position for the time being, but Jaden Hopp is certainly trying to take it back. 17 laps still to go. Plenty of time to get that done.
Turning right to go left.
And both drivers making their pit stop at the same time. Lap 113, taking 4 tires and fuel. Rick Kelly back in P6. He pitted lap 113 as well, but did not take tires. Tim Schofield in the 7th position. Not sure if he took tires or not. He was in pit lane for a while. Again, damage repairs needed on the number 12. John Osborne, Jeff No, Mike Cook, the top 10.
He's pulling away.
Derek Welch in the stream chat.
I think I done burnt my stuff up.
Get in, man.
Try to even get back up to him.
Thumbs Racing lead. You can tune in here tomorrow night to watch that broadcast live here at HBR TV. Davidson Builders Truck Series.
Yeah, I'm just killing the right front now.
Battle has dissipated here for P3. Really the same for second place as well, and no battle for the race lead. What was a tightly formed top 5 is starting to stretch out just a bit. Neil Quick at the backside of that top 5.
That didn't work.
Again, to take a look at the points coming into tonight. Coming to 12 laps to go here. Aaron Smith certainly not in any danger of not being in the playoffs this season. Coming into the bracket challenge starting next week. Nashville Superspeedway. The top 16 will advance. Rick Kelly, the backside, the bookend of that top 16. Running in the 6th position so far. Jason Nile just was ahead of him at some point during this race.
Yeah.
Now runs back in the 11th spot.
We
around here to take that.
You don't usually make mistakes.
Not working out for.
So don't be betting on that.
Still a strong.
Hell, I might wreck.
88. It's not enough to get into that transfer spot.
To that point now where we can wreck on a straightaway.
Real quick, real loose through the dog leg, dropped it down, took the shortcut. Rear end of that race car lost a bit of grip.
We have 10 to go this top 5.
35 of Larry Bruner's closing in. Bruner not on the lead lap. He's in P16. 5 laps down. Maybe some fresher rubber. Hard to say. Yeah, his last stop a minute, or lap 133. So likely took tires then. So we've got 10 laps to go here from Phoenix. Aaron Smith still well in command. Now 1.3 seconds back to Brian McCann. Aaron Smith trying to make it 6 wins on the season already. Only 10 races in.
Yeah, he's tracking me down here.
I just have this gut feeling that the 4 is
Trying to figure out how to be faster.
He's not willing to just take that 4th position. He wants that podium. He wants that top 3. He wants to have a word with HBR TV post-race. I'm sure Brandon Mefford wants the same, but I think Hop's been cooling his stuff here for a while, taking care of the tires, make that late race charge to try and take that 3rd position back away from the 83 of Brandon Mefford. Mefford having a strong run. Did a great job trying to get around the 4, but hopefully he didn't burn up too much of his stuff doing it. Up the racetrack. Hop still running the lower lane.
to that point where I just can't be smooth on it anymore.
Lindsay in the stream chat once again. That's my son. He never quits. Lindsay, your son's got some pace out there, that's for sure. He's been a contender here just about every single race. It's been fun to watch.
That's the difference between my settings and the correct settings.
Big wiggle on a hop. Start finish, trying to get the power down just a tick sooner than Mefford.
Got one outside. All clear,
Aaron Smith
all clear.
still now extending his lead again, now almost 2 seconds over Brian McCann.
5 to go.
And even though these two are battling for the
We're
third
in a
spot, it
podium
seems they're
position.
starting to close the gap on the 3. McCann starting to come back to the 83 of Mefford. Very quickly, this could be a battle not only for third, but maybe second place on the grid. Now just up the racetrack, not an issue there. Top goes down to the bottom, takes a shortcut through the dog leg, tucks back in behind. Still 2 car lengths off the back bumper of Mefford. Well, that's very cool. And one thing that's fun about iRacing is you get the opportunity to jump in here and once
Hey Wanda, how's it going?
you get to race against some of your heroes, those guys being some actual NASCAR drivers. Lindsay in the stream chat says he was able to race Anthony Alfredo last week and won. Of course, Lindsay talking about Jaden Hopp there, running in the 4th position. Four laps to go. Aaron Smith, 2.2 seconds ahead of McCann.
It is getting tough to drive. Especially out of this turn.
2 laps to go.
Eight laps to go here from Phoenix Raceway. Jaden Hopp, every lap, just inching closer and closer to Brandon Mefford.
Thank you.
Now 2 laps to go.
All right, man. White flag. 1 more lap to go.
Aaron Smith sliding through turn number 2, down the backstretch, into 3 and 4. 5 out of 4 here. Look for the white flag. Into the dog leg. Last lap for Aaron Smith. One more time around. Put it on the pole position here today. Was as far down as a lap down here during the pit cycle. Back at the 16th or 17th position. Worked his way back through the pit cycle.
And second place.
Final time. Aaron Smith
Nobody can touch Aaron.
is on the season.
It's over. There you go, man. Good job,
Aaron Smith,
driver.
throttle down, start finish, checker flag. Aaron Smith wins at Phoenix. And Jaden Hopp is in trouble. It's the fence.
Great guys.
Damn you, Wally, you could have slowed down.
Jaden Hopp was looking for a top 3.
I don't know why the hell we didn't pit, Wally.
Hey, Repeat, how's it going?
Finishes in the 4th.
Yeah, we'll take
position
P2.
nonetheless.
My, that was
And then come up with an excuse for why we didn't win.
Let's see
I just
exactly
pressed
what
the gas
happened here.
and
This
hold
was
on.
after the fact. I want to rewind it real quick.
83 on the rights. I don't know how you can be any more balanced than that.
I kind of
Off the final corner, hammer down,
Cool.
trying to catch Mefford. Just loses it, and around it goes.
Thank you, Derek.
I had to save
Thank you,
so
Repeat.
much because I had to take the waiver on and get back on the lead lap. I thought
Celebrating on the
was
front
just-
stretch. Aaron Smith, another race win on the season.
Yeah, I was playing for a caution there too. I saved a set of tires stupidly.
Got to go interview. Good run, Tim.
Yeah, I'm about to go look at the wreck that I got caught up in.
Stretch here. We're going to get
What lap? I'll look at it.
3, but we're going to step aside here real quick first. Get our final break out of the way. Stay with us, folks.
Good win,
We'll be
Aaron.
right back.
I met Marco Scarza when we were doing radiothons
Nice
for
job,
St.
Aaron.
Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the
Jay,
first
good
one to
clean
jump
racing
in.
there,
I
bud.
would
That was
describe
awesome. That was a lot of
Marcos
fun.
and his team as upstanding, someone you can
It's
trust.
like
One
the
second.
end of lap 111.
Guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people.
Right.
You need somebody that cares about you.
62. I thought he dive bombed me and slid up into me, but maybe I didn't give him enough room.
Let us help.
I probably could have gave him more room.
'62, you're still on? You're pretty quiet, but yeah, I'll own that one. My apologies. I definitely could have gave you more room there.
That was my only thing. I know I came up, but I had no way expected you to be there. I went back when I was repairing my 9 minutes of damage, and I watched like 10
William
laps in a
came
row
up.
of you just taking your car out to the wall. And then the one time we were side by side, I felt like I got pinched.
Yeah, I think I was doing a little too much mirror driving on that corner, so my bad.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry for wrecking the race.
I didn't have to pit again, man. I think
I don't think anything really ever happened to us to go back. Other than just overdriving. You going to give away the secrets on the broadcast tonight, Aaron?
Shoot, I don't know how I did that in that last run. We didn't get that last caution. I think Jaden would have gotten me. My tires were cooked even with that 1 lap difference.
My Dale Earnhardt logo is a little off.
Yeah, with all that commotion, man. That's
I'll move it up just a little bit.
Oh, it's this one. There.
I needed you to get sideways one more time, Brian.
Oh, that thing became a handful.
Yeah, it looked like y'all were having fun back there.
Racewear, your source to all custom racewear apparel needs, and home to iRacing apparel.
Yeah, let's go back and look at in-car from Brandon and see how bad I was driving.
Don't look at me, you'll see how bad I was driving.
Spartan Transportation and Spartan Logistic Management is your one source for all your shipping needs. 53-foot dry van shipments, auto transport shipments, full-service in-house brokerage, drop-lot facilities, just-in-time deliveries to all auto manufacturers.
I thought maybe that top side might come in turn 1-2, but
Indianapolis, Indiana.
I don't think it ever did.
Spartan Logistics LLC, proud sponsor of the IROC series. Kyle Steffens, UMP modified in Silver Crown driver, and Gordy Gundaker, World of Outlaws late model. Visit us at spartan-logistics.net or find us on Facebook.
Let me turn the broadcast on so I can hear that.
Phoenix Raceway, round number 10 of the IROC Challenge Series. Aaron Smith securing another race win. I think that puts us a total of 6 on the season. Let's pull Aaron Smith into the broadcast booth. Aaron,
He knows this car. Look at my car wiggle.
Yeah, I've got you.
Aaron, congratulations, man.
On entry.
Thrilling performance here tonight. Put it on pole. I think you might have led the most laps, and you secure another race win.
That's weird.
Season, man. Tell us about your race.
Well, I didn't get that many practice laps.
Yeah, it's almost like you were drifted on entry.
Preparation for qualifying, excuse me, and we were able to get the pole there, and Just drove away with it, and for most of the race, it was pretty fun racing up at the front. If we hadn't had that last caution, I think
You had that same problem
shot at getting me there. It was
off of 4.
with the tire difference being only one lap. But
Yep.
got lucky with the way the restart shook out, brought it home.
Certainly fun to watch those last few laps of the race, watching Mefford and Hop battle for position. Jaden left it all out there, lost the car on the final corner, still finished 4th, but it wasn't for lack of trying. Well, Aaron, again,
Look at the run I get here by screwing this corner up.
Nashville Super Speedway. Of course, the first round of the bracket challenge. How do you feel about your chances at Nashville and moving into that next round?
Well, I really like Nashville, so it should be a pretty solid race. Hopefully it won't be as tiring as tonight was. It's good grief, just wheeling the car the whole way through. It was a doozy tonight.
I was like, so it wasn't just us.
Next week.
Well, we certainly watched a lot of the in-car footage.
I was back there running a chainsaw myself.
Nope.
Saw him at the wheel quite a bit every single lap, so I'm sure this one certainly took it out of you. Next week might be a little bit different.
Oh, we got done and my right shoulder was about locked up.
I know, it wore me up.
Maybe another win out of the 70. Can we expect that?
I'm not too sure, but I'm shooting for 10. If I can get there, I can say it was a good season. It was a successful season, so we'll see how the rest of these races shake out. Hopefully I'll be able to come talk to you
10.
a few more times here this season.
Certainly running out of room. A winner.
You might do it, too.
The quarter panels and fenders of that number 70 machine. But Aaron, again, congratulations. Another win here in the IROC Challenge Series. Who do you want to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the folks at IROC for putting these races on, all the folks in the field for putting on a solid race. Had a couple cautions there at the beginning, but we cleaned it up and had a really good run to the finish. So hopefully we'll have more of those this season. We've got some great races, great tracks coming up. So if we can have races as good as tonight, it'll be a really entertaining season. So I'd like to thank you for broadcasting, all the folks for watching, all the support in the chat. It's always fun looking back and seeing all the support for all the drivers in the field as well as myself. So looking forward to the rest of the season, I guess.
Well, with that, I want to kind of go slightly off topic. I was able to watch a little bit of a race that you ran recently. It was these same cars, but it was out at Interlagos in Brazil in another series that was being covered by Pit Stop TV. An incredible combination of race car and race track. Tell us how this car handled on the road course, especially at a place like Interlagos.
Well, I don't remember how hot they had the track, but there was no rear grip whatsoever. If you can master that, all right, good race, gang. I'll catch y'all later. So it's good to
See you, bud. Nice win.
Hopefully, I'll be able to apply for the rest of the season. Not only
I think he put me in race control.
Brian
Hey,
McCann,
man.
you with us?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, you're lost in Neverland there for a moment. Glad we got you back. Congratulations. I know you're probably getting tired of these second place finishes. You had the win last week at Talladega, but unable to really finish up the job here and go 2 in a row with Aaron Smith. What did you guys need to close in on that 70 machine and maybe take the win here at Phoenix?
Needed a better right rear tire. That or a driver, not sure. Yeah, I don't know what Aaron's doing up there. He's got it figured out every week. I'm missing something on this car because I've tried all the different settings and whatever. But happy for second place. Happy for Aaron to take the win there, and overall good race for us. I don't think there was ever any problems or anything. So yeah, good night.
Solid run for you for sure. Next week, Nashville Super Speedway, of course, the first round of the bracket challenge. How do you feel about your shot next week?
I'm not going to be good there. I can go ahead and tell you that. I'm going to be mid to backpack. So we'll have to just make that the drop week.
Well, we'll have to keep an eye out. I have a feeling the 3 might get it figured out before this one's all said and done next week. But Brian, again, congratulations on a runner-up finish here at Phoenix. Who do you want to shout out to?
Yeah, my family, you guys for doing the broadcast, the league admins for putting this show on, and big shout out to our sponsors, Spartan Transportation, R&R Racewear, and whoever else. Sorry, I can't remember them all, but yeah, man, and the drivers for showing up every week. Good racing.
All right, Brian, thanks for talking to us, man. Certainly wish you luck next week.
Kind of froze, and I was like, Couldn't remember all our sponsors. Embarrassing.
Delay getting the drivers to pop up in here. So we have the same thing happen with Brian. We'll give it just a moment for things to get caught up here.
What's happening?
And there we go. We got Brandon in the right room now. Brandon, congratulations on a third place finish. You with us?
Yeah, I got you, Steve.
Brandon, congratulations, man. A solid run here today.
Oh, he must have had to change settings on it or something.
Out there in the closing laps, you made the pass, and they were able to defend it all the way to the checkered flag. Hop ended up sideways and into the fence on that final corner, giving it all he had, but it just wasn't enough. Why don't you talk about your race and the strategies coming into tonight and what it took to hold off a hard charge in number 4?
Coming into the night, we didn't really have any practice. Been really busy with kids and the charity race and all that. So,
the 4 spun. Oh, that's at the finish line.
Super hot. I think it was 125 degrees when we first got in here. So, knew we were going to have to just keep the car clean to have a shot. So, doing that, we knew we needed to save some tires because we only had 2 extra sets. So that really put a damper on trying to race hard off the beginning. So, kind of just rode around a little bit, and then we all came and got tires there with 30 to go or so, and
Jaden is super smooth on the wheel.
I hollered at him in race. I'm like, man, hold on to that internet, don't let it go now. You're wasting.
That was not my experience.
But, no, man, I got on the outside there. I got a good restart and got in front of Jaden, and let me tell you, dude, he drove a great race all night. He got to my inside, but I was running that middle lane. I liked it better than the bottom lane, so I was able to just keep my momentum out there. And then the high side just has so much more momentum off the corner, and he just couldn't get by me. So really proud to race side by side with him for, I don't know how many laps that was, Steve, 10 or 15, I'd say. And had a great night.
They did some side-by-side racing.
Behind Brian and Aaron.
Certainly a fun one to watch. You made it exciting here at HBR TV. Certainly next week, we kind of look forward to more of the same, possibly Nashville Super Speedway. How do you feel about your shot next week?
Well, I like Nashville Super Speedway, but I don't know if I'm going to like it in this car or not. So the bracket challenge is going to bring something new, pretty much going head-to-head with another driver. It really don't matter where we finish. We just have to beat that guy. So got to figure out who we're racing and stay ahead of them, and hope that our strategy is correct so that we can move on to the next round.
Whole new way of scoring a champion here in the series. It's going to be a
what happened there
next week, Brandon. Again, congratulations on a third place finish here at Phoenix. A job well done. Who do you want to shout?
Oh, the leader
Let you go.
Slipped.
I really got to thank Spartan Logistics and Chris Wally for putting on a league. I think this is one of the best leagues out there. I mean, the competition's top notch. The racers are great. Only a couple cautions tonight for a couple, just some mishaps.
Well, they're gonna go 3 wide.
But
you backed out of that.
In the league. Thank you guys for the broadcast. Zoe's Place, Race for Rally, Ellie's Place, Lucky Finn.
I would too. That was a little scary.
Teammates out there. And then, Steve, I want to shout out to you and everybody else that came out to support our charity race on Saturday night. Huge success. Thank you for promoting that for us a little bit. Then I like to finish off by thanking my family who's off to bed and, let me get in here and race while they finish things up tonight and got themselves off to sleep.
Well, certainly appreciate you having us for that race. I know we initially talked about broadcasting it for you. Some issues over on our end. We weren't 100% sure, and we didn't want to bail on you. So we showed up.
It's amazing how you can hit that wall.
Okay, they finished 12th on our end.
And still make it through the turn pretty good.
Across the board. And again, they get for a good cause. You guys raised some money for a great cause, and that's always fun to see.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks, Brandon, man. Good luck next week.
Yep, thanks, Steve.
It's Brandon Befford, your third place finisher here at Phoenix Raceway. That'll wrap up the interviews for tonight's race. Let's take a look at our official race results. Of course, Aaron's
all right, I'm out later.
Second,